Welcome to the Occasion Station, your one-stop destination for all things eventful and inspiring. Here to share insights and spark creativity for every occasion. Our show will bring you everything from event planning tips and creative culinary ideas to wellness inspiration and mindset empowerment. Whether you're planning a special event or just looking to live life with a little more intention, you've come to the right place. Let's make every moment and occasion worth celebrating. Now here's your host and event specialist, Pamela Howard.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Occasion Station, where we turn everyday moments into extraordinary memories. I'm your host, Pamela Howard, and tonight we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. Small gatherings, big impact. Now, I know many of you love the idea of hosting. But maybe you've thought, I don't have a budget, or my space may be too small, or even it has to be perfect. Well, guess what? It doesn't. Tonight, we're going to prove that you can host a beautiful, meaning event without breaking the bank and stressing out. Now, if you are on with me live, thank you for joining for the second episode, our first season, the second episode of the Occasion Station. I want you to drop a high five or a thumbs up in the comments if you've ever felt overwhelmed when planning a small get together. And I am going to read some of your comments. So go ahead, viewers, and put your comments in there. I would love to see what are some of your comments out there. Now, well, while we're waiting on some people to actually submit some comments, I just want you to know that you're in the right place. And I've got just the person that's going to help us tonight. He's a culinary expert who knows how to create impressive meals on a budget. And I'm going to show a small clip of our guest chef in action.
Good afternoon, this is Chef Dwayne Howard, and I'm here to tell you, to give you a little bio on myself. I've been cooking professionally for over 30 years, actually cooking abroad.
One of the main demonstrations that I will be doing during a workshop coming up in the spring. This here, I'm just slicing mushrooms. Of course, you'll start off at a slow pace, but once you get more advanced, you can slice it faster. Have a good morning.
So also what I'm doing is basic dicing, and I'm gonna dice some tomato. Pretty much now I'm gonna
All right. So please help me welcome our guest chef, Chef Dwayne Howard.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As my colleague had mentioned, that there are ways to keep it simple. And what I'm pretty much going to show today is ways to keep things simple with things that you already have in the home.
Okay, Chef. Before you get into that, I want to take our viewers on a little journey. And I want everyone to close your eyes. I want you to imagine a table that's beautifully set. The food smells amazing. There's laughter in the air. No pressure, no stress, just good company and great food. That's what we're creating tonight. All right, Chef, how does that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. Now, for those watching at home, what is one thing that makes an event feel special to you? I want you to put your comments in the comment box, and we're going to post those comments as we're actually going through the show. But now I just want to talk a little bit with the chef. Now, let's talk about personal touches. You don't need a big budget to make your guests feel special. Tonight, we're making simple, personalized, small touches that's going to make a big impact. All right. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I am going to show you a small DIY project. All right, everyone. So I really went, when I say simple, I really went simple today. Okay. So here, I want to show you a small centerpiece here that most people have around their house. So we have here a small green plant. Green plants are a great way to make your event stand out. It gives a big impact. It doesn't cost a lot. You can actually, put the plant, depending on how long it is or how short it is, you can use that foliage to kind of set your brunch table. And it doesn't really cost a lot of money. These plants, you don't even have to have a green thumb to grow these plants. But especially when you're having a brunch, I love using green plants, foliage from flowers, and just setting the table. You can always add candles. And something else that makes a big impact too is having balloons. Okay. So now, super easy, super affordable. Chef, when you cater small events, what are some ways you elevate the guest experience without spending a ton?
Well, the best way I can do that is it's all about presentation. If you have the right presentation on the plate, people should not know actually, let me backtrack. Say if you have salmon or chicken or whatever you have, it shouldn't matter the cost of the food. It matters you can make something that's low cost look elegant. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. I know. Now, this is some good stuff. All right, Chef Dwayne, what's a go-to dish for a small gathering that's easy, affordable, and impressive?
One of the ones I'd say a go-to is bruschetta. because tomatoes are not very expensive. You can use baguette bread, garlic that can already come in minced. You can use fresh or dry basil, and I like to use kosher salt, black pepper. Those are just simple ingredients. And once you send it out and garnish it on top, it looks more elegant than it actually costs.
All right. So tonight, I want you to share with the studio audience what you've made for us tonight. And we're getting ready to do some great things here. All right. Take it away, Chef.
Okay. The first item that I'm going to make is a potato cake. And when I say you can just, if the ingredients are pretty much things that you already have in-house, or I would suspect you have in-house, but it's one of those things where even if you have to go to the store and get one item, fine, but some that everything you quite possibly can have already in your house. So these are the ingredients. So I had some leftover mashed potatoes. I have some, that's a cup. I have about good 2.5 teaspoons of all-purpose flour, like a quarter to a little over a quarter teaspoon of seasoning salt, and I have 1 egg. Also, what I was gonna do was the ingredient that you don't see here because we'll get closer to the stove is I'm gonna use canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, canola oil. I won't use extra virgin olive oil, but something to sear the potato cakes in. So first things first, because we're gonna do more than one item. Because besides the potato cakes, we're gonna do a salmon quiche, kind of like a salmon quiche torte, but we're gonna do the potato cakes first. So right now, I'm just warming up my oven. My saute pan. Like I said, you can use vanilla, vegetable or canola oil. So there's canola oil. Enough to coat the pan. Get it nice and hot. So while that's getting hot, what we'll do in the bowl here, just mix all the ingredients. So my potato, mashed potatoes, flour, seasoning salt, 1 egg. You can see I have gloves on because I'm gonna get in real good and mix it together. This is the way I recommend, because you gotta patty them out anyway, and it'll more stick to the spoon. Just keep mixing. Just incorporate all the ingredients. So we're gonna make sure it's not hot yet. So we're just gonna patty them out. It'll be a little sticky, but this is what you want. It'll be a lot more moist. So I'm just separating. This makes 2 good potato cakes. Now also too, you can get real creative with it. You can add cheddar cheese to it. You can add green onions, whatever you want to do. Now the potato cakes, you can eat them by themselves. They can be a nice appetizer, or you can eat it with a steak or whatever you like to do. There's a little sizzle, so it's getting to where it needs to be. Normally it'll take about a good 3 or so minutes each side. And we'll flip them over shortly. And what I will show you here is the end result of the potato cake once that's done.
Now, Chef, that looks amazing. And, I just want to add, plating is very important, but it doesn't have to be hard. You can get, as Chef looked like you chose a long rectangle your plate to place them on. And, you know, you can add garnishes to it. So what type of garnish would you recommend for something like this, chef?
Chopped parsley would be good. Chopped parsley, keep it simple. Or you can take the parsley and just break off the sprigs and just have parsley sprigs too. Just keep it simple.
All right, simple is what we're all about tonight, and this doesn't really break the budget either. Now, what else do you have for us, Chef, tonight that you want to show us?
Okay. The second dish is a salmon quiche, but I would say it's more like a quiche type tort. I say salmon because once again we're using leftovers. So yesterday, like I said, for dinner we had salmon. So this is fresh salmon that's cooked, and I just broke up. And out of the fridge, I just happened to look around. I had an onion, I diced the onion, red pepper. I have some minced garlic. Then the cheeses, this things, you can get creative with it. This is pretty much shredded cheddar, sharp cheddar, feta, and some Parmesan cheese grated. And this is pretty much a couple of eggs, heavy cream, and then I mix the same. These cheeses are the same cheeses that's mixed in here too. I like to put them in both. The key with this is you can never put too much cheese. The cheesier the better.
I agree.
So what we're gonna do here, while I'm warming up my saute pan, the potato cakes that we're doing, like I said, a few minutes. Flip that over. Nice thick golden brown, and it has a nice crisp to it. So once again, have some oil. This canola, love canola, but you use canola, you can use a combo extra virgin, whatever you like to do. So what I do first, I like to put in fresh garlic, maybe like teaspoon worth. And put in my red onions. I meant red peppers, excuse me. White onion. Salmon. And here's the key too. This could be chicken. This could be filet mignon. It could be steak. It could be beef. It could be anything. It could be venison for all I care. You can just put anything you want, whatever kind of protein. A little salt. Black pepper. Yes, ma'am. Right. You can do zucchini, squash. It can make it a vegetable medley. Or one of my favorite quiches to make is a salmon 3-cheese quiche. So you can do that too. So next on the agenda is tortilla. So what we'll do, the potato cakes are coming along very nice. We're gonna grab a muffin pan. Let's just toss that a little bit. You want to be careful too. You don't want to have them up too high. And that's ready. That's a nice golden brown. All right, next, this is going to be a big key. Want to spray our muffin pan. Spray it really well.
So now I'm gonna take a regular, these are like regular, like 10-inch type flour tortilla shells. And this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna quarter it. Down the middle, down the middle, down the middle. Just take it where you're completely covering it and just press down the middle. So that's hence why it will be more like a tortilla shell, but it's gonna be a quiche.
Now that you talk about something simple now, you know, I'm sure, Chef, if you were looking for a client, you probably would roll out the dough, make the pie crust.
Right.
You know, this is for you that's at home that want to make a big impact. You have, you know, anywhere from 2 to maybe 10 guests coming over for brunch, and you know, you can saute those things. You know, Chef Dwayne, I see you flipping the saute pan, but you know, to my studio audience, you know, you don't have to worry about doing that. You can actually stir it in. But as you see, this is, I mean, you can cut your flour tortilla in quarters, spray your pan, put it in there. I can do that. That's very simple. And, you know, stuff it. All right, Chef.
All right, I'm just gonna finish this off and add a couple more because I got enough to mix. Same thing, just press the middle. Don't press too hard because it can rip. Just finish off the filling. Finish off the filling. Now, key two, what I do, I'll take the mixed cheese mixture and I'll start putting it over the salmon, onion, pepper mix. Then what I do, we put the egg mixture that also, keep in mind, has that cheese in it. Just mix, put it all in. You just want to put it at the level of the actual hole to the muffin pan, because it's going to rise a little bit. And now here's going to be a big key, because normally with quiche you don't cover it. We're going to actually lightly put aluminum foil over this. And the reason being, because these points, they can get really brown quick. So we're just gonna lightly put that over that, but don't have to press down on it. My oven is set for 375, and all it takes is anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. Check it after 30 minutes. It should be done where the egg in the middle is nice and firm. And this is the result.
Wow. Now, talking about a beautifully elegant dish, some chopped vegetables, meat if that's your choice, and egg. It's beautiful, it's plated well, and you're talking about making a big impact in a small gathering. All right. So I have a question for you, Chef.
Yes.
How do we keep our food warm without drying it out when hosting?
Well, a lot of times what I'll use, of course, when we have professional environments, we do events, I have a chafing dishes that keep stuff warm. But if you're just hosting in the home, keeping stuff wrapped aluminum foil and keeping it in the oven on a low temp around 200, depending on what it is. would help out a lot. But more so, if you have stuff out, keeping it wrapped, and then if somebody come by, unwrap something, make sure I wrap it back up and just seal it tight, because it can easily get cold.
All right. So I have to taste, and I want to thank Chef Dwayne for sharing these recipes with us. All right, so here we go. We'll take this one.
Take time.
This is to die for. I'm telling you. And I'm a big salmon eater also. This is, I can't even finish the show because I'm eating. This is good. This is good. You're going to be able to find the recipes on our website, and you'll be able to find this recipe on our Facebook page, The Occasion Station, the @ The Occasion Station. And I'm about to taste the potato cake here. This is delicious. I have to give you a hug, Chef Dwayne. Thank you so much for sharing your passion with our studio audience today. I'm so excited to have had you here in the studio audience, and I'm so grateful. So we're going to step back and take a little mind shift. And we're going to talk a little bit about budget.